Okay. Troy Dobson's your leader with 44 laps. Mike Chmielewski with 42. Jim Wood, Phil Sloan with 41 each. Gary Worden 40 and Grant Worden 36. Grant had some car problems. Well, I'm probably going to roll out of these lanes pretty easy. Car got too soft of tires on it. He's trying to roll out. Couldn't find that happy spot. Must be a wild driver. How do you do that, Mike? You're probably getting on two wheels and getting out of the slot. Well, you can hit a button and we'll roll the braid. Here.
Hey, Troy, I want to drive your car after this. Yours got some speed. I want to test drive it.
After 3 heats, Troy Dobson's your leader with 66 laps. Phil Sloan with 63, Jim Wood 62, Mike Chmielewski 61, Gary Worden 59, Grant Worden 55. Grant has had problems with his car. Fastest laps, Troy Dobson with a 5.412, Phil Sloan with a 5.554, Jim Wood with a 5.534. Mike Chmielewski with a 5.691, Grant with a 5.942, and Gary with a 5.983. Laps that segment. Troy and Phil each got 22, Jim 21, and Mike, Gary, and Grant all 19. Under the bridge, Bup. Found out can come off on black right there. I don't know why block don't like me all of a sudden. Heat over. Good heat, Phil. Good heat. Yeah. Had a couple struggles on black, but I recovered. All right, Troy Dobson picking up laps. He's at 22 laps on that heat. Phil Sloan 21, Jim Wood 21, Gary Worden 20, Mike Chmielewski, Grant Worden each 19 that heat. So our total right now is Troy at 88, Phil Sloan 84, Jim Wood 83, Mike Chmielewski 80, Gary Worden 79, and Grant 74. Fast laps, Troy Dobson turned a 5.408, Jim Wood a 5.507, Phil Sloan a 5.514, Gary Worden a 5.657, Mike Chmielewski a 5.985, and Grant Worden a 6.041. That hard, and then the tires are probably down. Yeah. Well, I think the rest of these have come along quite a bit too. Got nothing for you tonight, Troy.
Don't give up, Jim. Come on, Jim.
This is a new motor. My other one died today.
Check.
You're welcome. He is fast. Heat over already? I wasn't finished. I wanted some more of that. Dobson's still your leader. Picked up at 109 laps. Phil Sloan 105, Jim Wood 104, Mike Chmielewski at 100, Gary Worden 99, Grant Worden 91. Laps that segment. Troy Dobson, Phil Sloan, Jim Wood all 21, Mike Chmielewski and Gary Worden 20, Grant Worden 17. Fast laps, Phil Sloan with a 5.059, or excuse me, a 5.509. Troy Dobson a 5.516. Jim Wood a 5.552. Gary Worden at 5.662. Mike Chmielewski at 5.791, and Grant at 6.307. Oh. Woo! Two wheels. Two wheels. Gary, you're faster than me for sure. I've been known to do that. Sometimes too many times. Losing ground on everybody. Ought to be making up ground on orange. Well, they got to spectate from somewhere. Orange.
You feel that pressure or something, Jim? What was up with that?
Too much traction. Got on the tires. Orange. That's it. One lap's enough. Heat over.
The crowd goes wild.
Lost the wing again. Lost the wing again. I didn't. I took my wing off.
Hey, Troy Dobson is kicking tail with 129 laps. Phil Sloan is in second place with 127. Jim Wood 125. Gary Worden 121. Mike Chmielewski 120. Grant Worden 109. Laps that segment. Troy Dobson 20. Phil Sloan 22. And Gary Worden 22. Each of them picked up at least a lap on the field. Jim Wood 21. Mike Chmielewski 20. Troy Dobson 20. And Grant Worden 18. He can't do that. Not tonight. I ain't worried about y'all. White. That hurt.
Yeah, there is. 1 minute left. Trying to push it, but it's all it's got. Run the tires and gutters. The tire 30. Yeah.
Thank you. Heat over. Troy Dobson at 150, Phil Sloan 148, Jim Wood 144, Gary Worden moving up at 142, Mike Chmielewski at 140, and Grant Worden at 129. Now, in all fairness, Grant has a slow car tonight, and it's his first 132 race. So this is not his typical production. All right, so let's laps that segment. Troy Dobson, Phil Sloan, Gary Worden 21, Mike Chmielewski, Grant Worden 20, Jim Wood 19. Fast laps, looks like a 5.521 is the fastest by Gary Worden, a 5.530 by Phil, a 5.632 by Mike, a 5.626 by Troy, and a 5.899 by Jim, and a 5.906 by Grant.
Yeah, the blue card definitely works.
That body just wasn't working, so they just switched bodies.
Yeah, that kind of messes with everybody, fellas. Thanks.
Red! Dang, you just lost a lap to Gary.
Oh, got a Ross Chastain over here.
Just gave me some of it back.
Oh, again with a purple.
Red!
20 seconds left.
Red! Sorry, Mike.
10 seconds left.
All right. All right, Gary, where are you? Gary got me. Yeah, you got me. Dadgummit.
One of those outs, you would have won it.
Yeah, Dobson is your winner. Troy has 171 laps. Phil Sloan second place, 169. Gary eased Jim Wood out. Jim Wood came off on the donut on red about 3 times, and that cost him third place. Gary beat him by about 6 feet. Jim Wood, fourth place, 162. So Troy 171, Phil 169, Gary 162, Jim 162, Mike 160, and Grant 150. Laps that segment. Troy, Phil, and Grant all with 21. Gary and Mike with 20, and Jim Wood with 18. Fast laps, Grant with a 5.368. Phil with a 5.533. Troy with a 5.556. Gary a 5.582. And Mike a 5.658. And Jim with a 5.906. We need to get pictures.